What if the most dangerous weapon wasn't a sword or a gun, but a poem? This is the story of José Rizal, the Philippine national hero, and how his final words, written under the watchful eyes of his ex, became the spark that lit a revolution. The year is 1896. Rizal is imprisoned, awaiting his fate. He's a writer, a doctor, a man of intellect, not a soldier. His Spanish guards see him as defeated. They even grant him a small privilege, a pen and paper to write poetry. To them, it's a harmless pastime, the last ramblings of a condemned man. Every day, they watch him write. Every night, they see him hunched over his desk, rewriting, erasing, and changing single words, shifting a comma here, a period there. The guards just shrugged. What harm could a few verses do? They saw lines about a beautiful homeland, about love and sacrifice. It looked like a simple, sentimental farewell. They couldn't have been more wrong. Rizal wasn't just writing a poem, he was forging a weapon. He was encoding his final testament, a message to his people hidden in plain sight. This poem, Later, titled Mi Último Adiós, or My Last Farewell, was a masterclass in subtlety. On the surface, it was a love letter to his country, but between the lines, it was a calm, deliberate goodbye, a prophecy, and a call to arms. He was telling his countrymen that his death was not an end, but a beginning. He was planting a seed of defiance, assuring them that his sacrifice would give life to a bigger cause. He was passing the torch. On the morning of his execution, just hours before facing the firing squad, Rizal managed to hand the small, folded piece of paper to his family. It was his last will and his first shot in the war for independence. The Spanish authorities thought they had silenced their biggest critic. They believed the story ended with the crack of their rifles. But they had made a fatal miscalculation. The poem, Mi Último Adiós, spread like wildfire. It was secretly copied, passed from hand to hand, and read in hushed tones across the islands. It traveled faster than any bullet and hit harder than any cannonball. It wasn't just poetry. It was proof that an ideal of freedom, could not be executed. Wittenmans Rizal's prediction came true. The Philippine Revolution exploded with a force that surprised the Spanish Empire. So, was Rizal's last poem simply a goodbye? Or was it the first, most powerful weapon of the revolution? It was a final act of defiance from a man whose pen proved, once and for all, to be mightier than the sword. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as powerful as I did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more hidden histories.